A very good morning to you children. Welcome back to your computer class, and today we will learn our new chapter, that is Understanding Windows. In this chapter we will learn about operating system, desktop, icons, notification bar, etc. So let's get started with the topic. So children, can you tell me who takes care of all the important works at our school? Yes, you are right. Our principal looks everything in such a good manner that we do not have to worry. Principal manage all the work of our school. Okay. Now, assume that our principal is away from the school and we have to manage the school. Have you seen any school without principal? No, we can't manage the school without principal. It is too difficult to manage the daily chores of a school. Similarly, a computer has a set of programs. Yes, a computer has a set of programs, that is an operating system, which manages all the work of the computer and makes it run. As our principal manages all the work related to the school, similarly, a computer is having a set of programs which manage all the works of the computer and make it run. We call it as an operating system. A set of program is known as operating system. Yes, without operating system, our system will not work. Why? Because operating system manages all the work related to the computer, like input and output, connecting the devices, networks, and everything. Whatever instruction we are giving to the computer and whatever output we are getting from the computer, everything will be managed by only operating system. So operating system is what? Operating system is a set of programs which manages all the work related to the computer and make the computer run. Understood? Next, operating system is a type of software that makes your computer ready to use. Yes, operating system is a set of programs. It is a software. Set of program is what? So set of program is a software. So operating system is a software that makes your computer ready to use for the users. Without an operating system, the computer cannot work. Without an operating system, our computer will not work, because who will manage all the work related to the computer, all the input and output devices, all the whatever input we are given to the computer and output we are getting from the computer, everything will be managed by only operating system. So without an operating system, our system will not work. Operating system directly interacts and control the computer hardware. Yes, operating system is a software that directly interact with the computer hardware. Hardware means monitor, mouse, keyboard and CPU. Okay, so all these hardware devices are connected with the operating system so that our computer will work, so that our devices can work. Okay, without connecting to the operating system, our device will not work. Okay, for example, by using mouse, we will give instruction to the operating system or the computer so that it will work. It also keeps track of all the tasks given by the user. As I said, we give input to the computer by using mouse or keyboard. So it keeps track of all the tasks given by the user. Operating system manages all the things like whatever input we are given, whatever output we are getting. It is all All these things manages by an operating system. The examples of operating systems are Windows. Microsoft Windows is an operating system that we use in our computer system. Yes. Linux is also an operating system. Next is Unix. Unix is also an operating system that we can install in our computer, that is inbuilt in our computer. Okay. Now Mac OS. Mac OS is also an operating system. It is an example of operating system. Now Ubuntu. Ubuntu is also an operating system, and etc. Okay, so children, we already know that mouse is used to give the instruction to the computer. Yes, we know that mouse is used to, by using mouse, we can give instruction to the computer. We can give input to the computer. Can you explain how do you communicate with the mouse attached to a computer? Yes, can you explain me that mouse is a device, mouse is a hardware, and how it is connected to the computer that we can give input to the computer? How do you instruct it to move the cursor right and left and open the file? Can you explain me how do you instruct it to move the cursor right and left or open any file, because it is an hardware device. It is only connected through the wire. To give the instruction to your computer, you either press the right button or the left button to give some command. Okay, so what you are doing? You are giving the commands, or you are giving the instruction to the computer. Either you are pressing left button or you are pressing right button. By this you can give the instruction to the computer or giving any command to the computer. Okay, now these commands through which a user communicates are graphical user interface. Yes, GUI. The full form of GUI is graphical user interface. So what is a graphical user interface? It is the interface between the user and the operating system or the system. Okay, it is the interface between the user and the system by which user can communicate with the operating system or any computer system. Okay, so the graphical user interface is a form of user interface that allow user to interact with electronic device through graphical icons. Understood? So what we are doing with our mouse? We are just selecting the pictures. We are just selecting. If we want to use touchscreen, so what we will do? We will just press the left mouse button on the touchscreen so that it will open. Okay, so it is an interface that allow the user to interact with the electronic device. Yes, electronic device. That means we can connect to the mouse to give the input to the computer through the graphical icons. The small pictures on the desktop or any computer screen you can see are the graphical icons. The small pictures that you can see in your computer screen are graphical icons. Understood? Instead of the text-based user interface, it uses graphical icons. Okay, so we can connect through the graphical icons. Windows 7 is the most popular operating system by Microsoft. So the example of graphical user interface is Windows 7. Okay, so Windows 7 is the user-based graphical user interface which is connected directly to the user through the graphical icons. Understood? The small pictures that you can see in your screen are graphical icons. Okay, so whenever you click on that icon, the files will get open. That means you can interact with the computer, or you can directly open the files. Understood? So Windows 7, what is Windows 7? Windows 7 is the version of Windows. Okay, it is developed by Microsoft. Microsoft is the leading software company. Okay, so Windows 7 is the version of Windows which is developed by Microsoft. Microsoft is the leading company. Okay, leading software company. Understood? So Windows 7 is the most popular operating system by Microsoft. It is a GUI based operating system. Understood? Windows 7 was the first version of the computer which uses GUI in it. GUI means graphical user interface, so that a user can directly interact with the computer system or any device by using graphical user interface, by using the graphical icons. Understood? Now, so you can select the task with the help of pointing device like mouse. Okay, so what we can do, we have to just move our mouse. We can move the cursor into the screen, and we have to just select the particular icon or particular application so that we can use the application. Understood? Now, what are the features of Windows 7? Windows 7 was the first version of the version of the Windows which uses GUI in it. So what are the features of the Windows 7? It is easy to use and operate. Yes, Windows 7 was easy to use and operate it because it was user friendly. Now, high quality of graphics, attractive colors and themes. Yes, it is having high quality of graphics, colors and themes so that we can change the pictures of the wallpapers. The newly designed start button. Here in the screen, the button you can see is the start button which was made on the Windows 7 only. Now, new and improved search tool. Here you can see the search tool, search box, where you can search for any file or any application. Understood? So it is having new and improved search tool. It allows user to work on many programs at the same time. That means it allows user to work on many programs, which means the operating system was multitasking operating system. Windows 7 was multitasking operating system, so that we can work on many programs at the same time. For example, we can use computer files. We can open the computer files at the same time. We can use music. We can listen to the music. We can draw pictures at the same time, or we can use other applications. Now, how to start the window? When the computer is turned on, how you can turn on the computer? You know the steps. You already know the steps. First, you have to switch on the power supply button to turn on the computer. So first step is to switch on the power supply button. Okay, after switching the power supply button, you have to switch on the CPU button first. After switching on the CPU button, you have to switch on the monitor. Okay, and what you have to do, when the computer is turned on, it takes a little while to display the welcome screen of the window. Yes, when you switch on the CPU button or the monitor and the monitor button, it will take few seconds to turn on the welcome screen of the window. So why? Because it is the booting process. Okay, so this time consumed by the process is known as booting. Yes, the few seconds computer takes to turn on the welcome screen, this process is known as booting process. Understood? The booting is the process of loading the window operating system. So what is booting? Booting is the process to load the window operating system. Okay. Now after booting, the welcome screen appear followed by the main screen. Yes, after the booting process, our Windows 7 will start and our welcome screen will appear. Okay. Now the first screen which appears on the monitor screen after switching on the computer is known as desktop. Yes, this screen you can see. This screen is known as desktop. Whenever you switch on the computer, the first displayed screen on the monitor is the desktop. Understood? It is known as desktop. Now, likewise at your home, as we arrange our things like pen, calendar, books, everything we arrange properly in our table, calendar, organizer, etc. Okay, so we arrange everything in a good manner. Similarly, the desktop contains frequently used installed program on a computer. Whatever program, whatever applications you are installed in the computer, it will be visible in the desktop, because desktop contains all the application or the newly installed programs. Understood? Now, there are mainly two components present on the computer desktop. The components of computer desktop are icons and taskbar. Yes, icons and taskbar. So there are two mainly components present on the computer desktop. First one is icons. So icons, what are icons? Icons are the small pictures that is present in this desktop. Okay, the small pictures on the desktop are known as icons. Now next is a taskbar. Taskbar is the bar that is present at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Now the pictorial representation of the installed computer program is known as icons. Yes, icons are the small graphical pictures which is visible in the desktop. Understood? Next, some of the common icons on the desktop are my computer, recycle bin and network or etc. So what recycle bin do? Recycle bin contains all the files, all the deleted files, whatever you have deleted from the computer. Okay, so recycle bin store all the deleted files. Next is computer. So computer icon it contains all the files which is saved in your computer. Where it is saved in a computer icon. Now what network icon do? Network icon manages the internet connection or the network of the computer. Some of the common icons on the desktop are computer, recycle bin and network. Now taskbar is the long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop. What is taskbar? This bar, the long horizontal bar present at the bottom of the screen, is a taskbar. Okay, so what it contains? It contains start button. It contains all the quick launch bar. What are quick launch bar? The quick launch bar is the space between the notification bar and start button is a quick launch bar. Okay. Now at the corner we have notification bar in the taskbar. So this bottom bar is known as taskbar. Now a start button on the left side. Yes, this start button on the left side. Quick launch bar in the middle sections. Yes, the middle section contain quick launch bar, and at the notification area and show desktop button on the right corner. This notification bar contains taskbar contains this notification bar at the right corner. Okay, now when we click on the start button, a menu attached to it will appear. Yes, when you click on the start button, this menu will open so that you can open any program. Now, double click on the left mouse button on the respective icon will open the selected application in the another window. Yes, if you want to open the icons file, you have to double click from the mouse. Okay, once you will double click from the mouse on any icon, the files will open in another window. Understood? Now, for example, when you will double click on the computer icon, so what it will show? It will show all the files, whatever is saved in your computer. So once you double click on the computer icon, it will show all the files that are saved in your computer. Now, notification area will include a group of icons that tells about the status and various things. Like it tells about the network, it tells about the sounds and etc. And here at the corner you can see the clock. You can see clock and calendar. That means you can see the date and the time of the current day. Understood? So children, I hope you have understood the chapter, understood the concept very well. In the next class, we will continue the same chapter. Till then, stay safe, stay home and stay healthy. So thank you everyone. I hope you have understood the chapter really well.